Welcome to Looking for Geeks. It's time for another wrestling news wrap-up. Starting off in AEW, All Elite Wrestling. Last week was the All Elite Wrestling Double or Nothing ticket announcement party at the MGM Garden Arena. At this event, we had the official signings of several new stars, including Sonny Kiss, who previously worked for Lucha Underground, Kylie Rae, who's been an independent star as well, and Nyla Rose. Kylie Rae and Nyla Rose will be facing off with Dr. Britt Baker in a three-way match at Double or Nothing. We also had the announcement of the signing of the Best Friends, Chucky T and Trent Beretta. Of course, the big announcement of the night was making it official. Kenny Omega is officially part of All Elite Wrestling, as well as being a fourth co-executive vice president. Omega was interrupted by Chris Jericho, making their match for Double or Nothing official. In addition to those signings, we had some announcements about their partnerships. First up out of AAA in Mexico, Sammy Guevara will be working with All Elite. They also addressed the partnership with OWE out of China and signed a match with Shima and two of his compatriots from OWE against SCU. And then we found out that the Lucha Brothers are officially signing in. We had heard about them as well as Jimmy Havoc the previous week, but now it's all official. And it looks like Penta El Zero and Rey Fenix will be taking on the Young Bucks at Double or Nothing. The big question mark is, who's Cody going up against? There's been a lot of rumors going around, and it's really hard to say. So many people are under contract at other companies, but then again, we don't know contract status most of the time, so anything could happen. Of course, these matches are in addition to the previously announced Hangman Page versus Pac. Needless to say, Double or Nothing is shaping up to be a very stacked card. Now, a few days ago, All Elite also made an announcement on Twitter via their page as well as Brandy Rhodes' page. They had said that they are looking to be a welcoming environment for everyone. This includes the performers as well as fans, as they have hired an openly gay talent as well as a transgendered talent. Now, the Seattle Defy fans are standing with them on this. Toxic behavior should not be tolerated at these kind of events, especially after an incident at an event in Portland. Now, it should be said that Defy staff, once they found out about this, was also not happy. I think it's safe to say that Defy is on board with the inclusive message. Over to WWE, and we have, well, Becky Lynch is still the top draw there, making huge waves. But now we've got the McMahons getting involved in the storyline, and it's just making things convoluted at this point. They unofficially announced that the main event for WrestleMania is still up in the air, even though it's been talked about and heavily rumored that it's going to be a women's match this year regardless of who's in it, mostly because of Ronda Rousey. But with Lynch making a huge name for herself in the last few months, that was the go-to angle everyone thought. But now in storyline, she's been removed and Charlotte's been put in her place, which everyone's kind of afraid is going to lead to a three-way match, which honestly probably wouldn't be bad. But Becky has put so much work into this that we want her and Ronda to go at it. So the question is now, will they listen to the fans and give us the one-on-one fight? Or is Charlotte going to be put in there and prove that they've made her into the next Roman Reigns? Since last WrestleMania, she's been getting wins that don't really make sense, and her storyline has been kind of non-existent, except that she's the one at the top of the card all the time. And it has definitely soured some fans to her. Speaking of soured fans, Brock Lesnar still has the Universal title, and no one really cares because it's never on Raw anymore. Seth Rollins will be facing the Beast at WrestleMania, and honestly, I think everyone just hopes to get the belt off of Lesnar because he's been doing the same gimmick for 7 years. It's beyond thin at this point. It's boring. In the tag division, the Revival finally won the tag title on Raw, something that everyone's been expecting for months now, but they've been stuck in meaningless feuds and stupid gimmicks, such as against the Lucha House Party with the Lucha Rules match where it's 3-on-2. That's not Lucha Rules, that's a handicap match. They finally fixed that, but then everything kind of went back burner again. Now that the Revival have the belts, we'll see if it leads to anything meaningful. Then on SmackDown, we had a spectacular gauntlet match. Well, until the end. Kofi Kingston was in it for, I believe, 45 minutes, and he was just incredible. His athleticism is just off the charts, and he made everything very believable and just amazing to watch. I think at this point it's safe to say everyone wants to see him win that world title soon. He really deserves it, and he's a true ring veteran, so we really don't know how many years he has left. As to the at the end of the gauntlet match, Randy Orton wins with an RKO out of nowhere. Again, why is Randy Orton still in the main event for the title? He's proven time and time again that people don't care when he has the title. He's like Lesnar at this point. Everyone just expects him to have it, so no one really cares when he does. On the other hand, Daniel Bryan has completely reinvented his character and become incredibly interesting again. And he's a heel, but he's not wrong, which makes for a very interesting dynamic. His new title is just a trip. It's so in character, being renewable resources. It's kind of amazing and awful at the same time, but it makes so much sense for the character. Meanwhile, having Rowan on the outside is not a bad thing. It makes him more of a heel for sure, having that brute on the outside to enforce whatever he wants. But at the same time, Daniel Bryan's always been a really strong performer and gotten by his skill. But as a heel, you do have to mix things up, so I'd say it still works. As we go into the final stretch before WrestleMania, there's a couple shows. One this weekend is the Elimination Chamber. And then after that, we have Fastlane, which is really unpredictable. Some years it's decent, other years it's a complete throwaway. So we'll see what WWE does with that and see if they can get my interest enough to actually watch WrestleMania. At this point, we know 2 matches, and I'm just not all that invested. I'm hoping things turn around because I want to like the show. There's some great workers on there, but the storylines have been so bad. It's been hard to watch at times. At the very least, I do watch the weekly wrap-ups just so I know what's going on, in case things do pick up again. Thanks for joining us at Looking for Geeks. Please like, share, and subscribe. You can follow us on social media below. We have Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. And if there's anything you'd like to see us cover, please let us know. And let me know your thoughts below as well. We'll see you next time.